Hey, Thomas. Yeah, creepy, huh? Here's another little nugget. You know what an electrical dynamically linked access to a record is? A filing system, as that relates to polarity and blood factors and blood types. And that little blurb I put up there when I read Mein Kampf when I was a young teenager. You know, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you, Thomas, but I was in a race. The amount of mapping, you know what mapping is? Mapping speed, mapping the consciousness terrain between the loss of electrons as that relates to the weather system, your internal weather system, which is sound and light burn patterns as that relates to elemental ion circuitry, particularly as that relates to artificial intelligence that is not compatible with the organic water code of protoplasm of the eternal living library of the grand creator. Start with that. Okay? This is called Lessons of the Past on what we build, the communication systems that we build that do not serve us, and why we end up experiencing future memories from which we learn that. Now we're back to the speed of learning. And the quote by Adolf Hitler in Mein Kampf talked about the great cultures of the past that died out as a result of blood poisoning. They were the creative races. That's us. Okay? And why does that have anything to do with artificial intelligence and what we're held captive by what doesn't serve us? Has everything to do with our creative quotient power as a self-generating power plant to manifest into our own mirror what our soul is experiencing, which is the intention, which is the purity of eternal love, which is what the law is, which is the law of balance, which is sound and light burn patterns of perfect mathematical structural integrity, which is honor, which is to honor the one, which is the sacred house of one, which is the eternal spirit, the pure, eternal, absolute love, because that's what we're breathing. That's an atmosphere. We're breathing atmospheres. The inner lungs are clear, so the signal is clear. So we're breathing non-polarized consciousness to experience a true vacuum. The still point of the grand creator, the cosmic sun, Kundalini. So the accretion levels is the speed, is the electrical speed from which we are not held captive to a time field, to experience zero mass, no density, no dimension. What do you want to manifest? What do you want to create? You are free to create whatever you want to create because you're pure, which means the energy from which it is born is eternal, which is eternal love. That's contact. Contact with the grand creator, the still point of a true vacuum. I know. And so the accretion levels, which are the CQ, 3Q, as in Mama's Three Spheres logos, the relationship that fire and water have, fire and ice, the bioplasma, the molten voltage, the lava to be love, experiencing what love is, which is always on fire. So we need something cool to cool the engine, to experience perfect balance. The nerves are totally relaxed. Totally relaxed. totally calm waters. So there is not any turbulence in the inner waters of what we see in our mirror. So the waves are perfectly balanced to experience an equilibrium state of mind that is totally calm, which is total recall, which is to experience being one with the house of one, which is the sacred spirit of the first one, which is the eternal one, which is the eternal Son of God's source consciousness, the grand creator. The four-square crystal cathedral, the pink Rosetta of Sophia, the Alhambra Cathedral, the four-square crystal atmospheric rainbow rivers, the auroras. Have a beautiful day. We love you all. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Thomas, for your beautiful remarks. I love you too. Be good to yourselves.